and safely. The sign in the hadiths has come true in this way. The statement that time will pass quickly in the first hadith can be looked at in this light. It is clear that God's messenger said that, at the end times, things would be completed in a much shorter time compared to other periods. Indeed, the advance of science makes it possible for all jobs to be done in a much shorter time, and for much better results to be achieved. Another similar hadith points in that same direction. The last hour will not come before time contracts, a year being like a month like a week like a day like an hour, and an hour like the kindling of a fire. Hundreds of years ago, for instance, communication between continents would take weeks, whereas now it is a matter of seconds with the internet and satellites equipped with modern communications technology. Today, millions of books can be published in the time it took a few centuries ago to write one single book. Daily things such as cleaning, cooking, and childcare no longer take a long time with the help of technological wonders. In short, when we look at today's technology, we see all the developments set out in the hadiths of our Prophet. The last day will not come until a person's own voice speaks to him. One of our Prophet's hadiths points to the development of communications technology in these terms. For a person to hear his own voice, first it has to be recorded and then listened to. Voice recording and reproduction technology are products of the 20th century. Other hadiths indicating the development in communications technology that will be experienced in the approach of the last day read, "A voice will call him by name, and even people in the east and west will hear it." This voice will spread over the entire world, and every nation will hear it in their own language. A voice from the sky that everyone will hear in his own language. These hadiths mention a voice that will be heard throughout the whole world in everyone's own language. Evidently, this refers to radio, television, and other such methods of communication. It is a miracle that 1,400 years ago, the Prophet referred to a development that was unimaginable even 100 years ago. So far in this film, we have been looking at portents of doomsday in the light of the hadiths handed down to us by the Prophet Muhammad. And we have seen that indeed the period we are living in is that indicated as the end times, just before the last day. However, the hadiths are not the only statements to contain clues about the last day. A great many verses in the Quran also deal with the subject. A large part of these verses describe the tumultuous incidents that will accompany doomsday, and some are thought to refer to the portents as the last day approaches. One of these is to be found in Surah Qamar. Qamar is the name of the 54th surah in the Quran. That means moon in English. The first verse of this surah is considered to contain a most important message on the subject of the end times. The hour has drawn near, and the moon has split. The word split used in this verse is the Arabic shakka, which in Arabic has various meanings. In some commentaries on the Quran, the meaning split is preferred. But shakka in Arabic can also mean plowing or digging the earth. One of the verses in which this verb is used reads, "We pour down plentiful water, then split the earth into furrows. Then we make grain grow in it, and grapes and herbs and olives and dates." The meaning of shakka here is not to split, it means to plow the earth. If we went back to the year 1969, we would see one of the greatest wonders of the Quran. The experiments carried out on the surface of the moon on July 20, 1969 may be hinting at the fulfillment of news given 1,400 years ago in the Surah Qamar. On that date, American astronauts set foot on the moon. Digging at the lunar soil, they carried out scientific experiments and collected samples of stones and soil. It is surely very interesting that these developments are in complete agreement with the statements in the verse.